So today I'm talking all about overcoming adversity and the character it takes in order to overcome it. And I'll give you a really unique, simple example, which I'm incredibly proud of. So keep on watching, keep on listening. Hopefully it's useful for you. Welcome back to consecutive day 1588 of a diary of a Runpreneur. If you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, the distance of lap of the world, barefoot style, do give us a subscribe, share, like and comment. More people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 1588 of a diary of a Runpreneur. And today's episode, I'm talking all about overcoming adversity and the character it takes to do just that. And I'll give you a really kind of simple but such a beautiful example, in my opinion. So sometimes it's the simple things in this world that have the biggest kind of impact on you or the biggest effect on you. And I witnessed one of those today. Now, to put things into perspective, I'm an under 14s football coach. I've done the kids right the way from under 6s through to under 14s. I ref as well every week. So I've refed all ages right the way through from under 6s right the way through to under 14s when they're turning into kind of young men or young women. I've refed boys and girls football as well. So I've witnessed quite a lot in these years of doing this. And I do it obviously because I have 3 children who all play football. Eldest son plays under 14s. He's the team that I jointly coach with another dad. And then my daughter's only recently taken football up the last 3 years. She plays at under 12s girls. And then my youngest son, James, he plays at under 10s. And today I had to ref the under 10s game and my son plays. Now my son is your typical box to box centre midfielder as a player. Breaks up the play, passes it on, does that incredibly well. Really, they're all good footballers in their own right, but that's the kind of profile of my son. Now, their goalkeeper recently broke his finger, so he's been out for 2 games and he's got possibly 1 more to miss. And so the club don't have a reserve keeper, and basically they've been doing drills at football training to see who could do the job in goal. And my son was one of them. There was 2 kids that were picked to fulfil that duty in the original goalkeeper's absence. And so my son James played a half in goal last week and a half on pitch, and this week he did the same. Last week I wasn't there because I was reffing another game, but he kept a clean sheet. They played well, got a good result. This week he played in goal for the first half, had a really good start to the game. It was 0-0, and then lo and behold, about 5 minutes before half time, ball coming to the box, he made the save, couldn't grasp it, it kind of slipped out of his hand and they tapped it in for an easy goal. It was clearly a goalkeeping mistake and it cost the team a goal, so they went in at half time 1-0 down. Now I've seen this goalkeeping errors happen at every level, and I've seen how different individuals handle that adversity or that disappointment of making that mistake. And a lot of the time the child, because a lot of the time it's children who I'm reffing, the child breaks down, cries of embarrassment, shame, but quite often everyone around them is giving them a supportive environment, and it's actually themselves that feel that shame, that they've let their team down. And it's nice in certain degrees because it shows that they care, but it can then affect them for the rest of the game. And I've regularly seen keepers that have had that incident happen, then make multiple mistakes in the game because their confidence is just gone. And in goal, the one thing you don't want to lose is confidence. That then affects your bravery and all the traits that you need to be a good goalkeeper off the back of that kind of diminish. But my son, you could see him wanting to cry, but I went and had a little word with him. As a referee, as I do, I try and put the arm around the keeper when they've made a mistake, whether it's the home team or the away team, it doesn't matter. it's a child who needs an arm around them and a little bit of friendly advice. And I said to him, come on mate, you're not a goalkeeper, you've done an outstanding job these last 2 games, and any keeper in the world could have done exactly what just happened there. You did the hard work, you made the save, but it was a greasy surface, it was dew on the grass, the ball was slippy, slipped out your hands, and the striker tapped it in. Could happen to anyone. So what it's about now, that's gone. There's nothing you can do to change that. It's how you now behave, how you now act after this event, which will define your character, define your performance today. And I said, you've got 2 choices here. It's just coming up to half time. You can drop your head and it will affect the whole of the performance for the rest of the game. Or you can go, do you know what, I made a mistake, but I'm going to put my heart and soul now into this to try and ensure that I make up for this mistake in some way, in effort. Whether I score or assist or whatever, doesn't matter. I'm going to put a proper graft in now to try and make up for the error. And yeah, fortunately he chose the latter. And straight off the kick-off in the second half, he wins the ball, plays it off to one of the wingers who crosses it in. He beats the defender, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and just tucks it past the keeper. 1-1. It's like within 30 seconds, he's redeemed himself. And then he goes on to have a storming performance, winning the ball, passing it off, covering every blade of grass in that second half, that we then dominate as a team, and we end up winning 2-1. And this is kind of one of the top levels of under 10s football. So it's a good standard for their age. And I was just immensely proud just kind of witnessing this, because it just taught me that he had a choice, and even a 10-year-old boy can make that choice and has the strength of character to make that choice and to do a proactive way or a positive way of dealing with the adversity to overcome it. Was just really, I was so proud to see. And yeah, I was delighted to witness that firsthand, because it just shows the character inside that little 10-year-old boy. And as a father, I'm immensely proud. So the learnings from my diary today are all about overcoming adversity and the character it takes. And the example I've given is my 10-year-old son, who is not a goalkeeper. He stood in goal for a game half today for the keeper who had broken his finger. He played really well, and then last couple of minutes, ball slipped out of his hands, should have held it, slipped out, and their striker tapped it in for a goal. And you could see his world just crumbled around him. But he had the character of mind to, after listening to a few words of advice from his coach and his father, myself, he made the decision that he was going to deal with this adversity in a proactive, positive manner. He was then going to forget that. He was going to put everything on the line, put his full effort, his full heart and soul into the second half on pitch, where he scored a goal and ultimately contributed significantly into them turning the game around and winning 2-1. And if a 10-year-old boy has the ability to make that choice, I think with overcoming adversity, a lot of people can freeze, or they can flight in terms of, run away, or they can fight. But the point I'm making today is I think that is a choice. Quite often for a lot of people, there is an option to fight and proactively deal with that. And my 10-year-old son managed to do that today, and I'm immensely proud. And I think there's a lot that can be learned from this episode, in that through life we'll all face adversity from time to time, and we always have a choice. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people choose to freeze or flight, as in run away from the adversity, when actually if they decided to fight, they'd find that they would overcome it. And that's the power of the character of mind. So anyway, I hope that's useful. Any questions or comments, drop me a line, I'll respond to everyone. Do remember though, if you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style, do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. The more people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always, stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.